Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Me Grimlock checking out Good Morning Cybertron while munching on cesium salami. Or is it beryllium bologna?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Cybertron!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. I am your host, Glassless Scott. I am tripped up on codeine. I am just, woo! I'm all nature boy Ric Flaired up. With me today, as always, it is my amigos, my compadres, my brothers from another mothers. Hey, look over here. It's Kyle. How you doing, Kyle?
Doing alright.
Right on, man. Have I ever told you how much I appreciate your PIM?
No.
Nah, I do. I do.
You just flashbang my brains. I'm like, Pim. What the fuck is a PIM? Oh. Fucking my state of being.
Yes, indeed. All the way from sunny Mountainside, California, where it's not the side, it's the view that counts. It's Xavier.
Honey.
Sweetheart.
Baby cakes.
She's a good porn star. She's like one of my favorite black porn stars.
Cryptocurrency.
Ooh, that's how I pay her. And all the way from Canada, it's Thomas.
Hello.
Hey, how's the arm doing, buddy?
Moderately better, but I still can't use it properly.
Oh man.
Please tell me it wasn't your baiting arm.
No.
That scares me. That's what exactly? Now wait a minute. No.
No. Do I tell the truth or do I lie through my teeth?
Here's what I do.
Let's try both.
I take 2 kitchen sponges and a dead raccoon. The dead raccoon's just for show, but it is important. It is important. I am, no lie, I am riding the codeine dragon today. Because yesterday, I gotta tell everyone, because a lot of people here have been with me since the get-go on this. A lot of people here have been, they know about the story about how one night, minutes after the podcast ended, I walked downstairs and fell through a window and just sliced my foot up like a fucking deli meat grinder. And yesterday, I had surgery, and they took the chunk of glass that has been living in my foot for 3 fucking years out. And I'm sitting here, my leg is propped up right now. I've got a nasty slice on the side of it. And it's fantastic. It's a thing where, like, I'm literally 1 day and 6 hours past surgery, and I already have more mobility in the foot. Now, the neat thing is, the doctor described the piece of glass. He goes, it's an iceberg. There's just more. And I said, hey, can I keep it? Be goddamned if he didn't let me keep it. Now, it was bigger in my foot. There it is. There's the chunk of glass that was in my foot. It was bigger in my foot, but it just kept breaking off. He would fucking he'd fucking grab it and the tip would break off. And he'd have to go in and grab it and the tip would break off. But then finally he got the whole thing out. There she be. There is. My foot had grown around it. And it was a thing where there's a divot. There's a meat divot in the top of my foot where I can press down and feel like a little going on that, man.
So there were more pieces that they took out than just this one.
There were. It was the same piece. They had to leave some in, but he said it's not going to bother me. This one was at the very top of my foot coming out. The other ones have this big amounts of scar tissue around it. I'm not feeling those. That was the one I was feeling, because that one was right across where like my shoes, like shoes would go and what have you. So it was constantly rubbing, constantly irritating. About 2 years ago, I went to a buddy's wedding, and of course, like, I can't wear fucking bedroom slippers to my buddy's wedding. So I had to wear shoes, right? So I get done with this wedding, and this entire time, not only is my social anxiety up to fucking 11, but the pain in my foot's just fucking incredible.
I remember.
Wow, you know what? I have incredible sympathy for Glass Joe from Punch-Out.
Mm-hmm.
He
remember.
Just like it's a nickname. No,
Yeah.
it was all in his chin, the shards of glass.
Yeah.
And you fuckers out there playing Little Mac,
Mm-hmm.
chin full of glass for what? Points?
An easy win.
But
An easy.
I remember the way how you described that initially when it happened.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right? Like, you just kind of like walked. You sort of walked into it, and you're like, "Huh, why is the floor wet?"
Yeah, there
And
was
then you
no
look at
pain.
Yeah, you're like, "Why is the floor wet?" You look down and like, "Oh, that's what that is."
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it was like I nicked the artery, so it's like fucking pumping out. You know,
like,
with my
that's what that
heartbeat.
is. I'm bleeding heavily.
Yeah, yeah. And it was the thing. I was downstairs looking for a water leak because it was like my shower had lost pressure. And so whenever I stepped down, I thought, "Oh, there it is." Nope.
Yeah.
You're stepping in a big old fucking puddle of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
yes, that's what that is. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel great. And only about 20% of that's the fucking codeine. it's gonna be a night, baby.
And
Holson,
then there's the bees.
and then there's we're waiting for Dewanis. Because we're waiting for Dewanis and Wolf. Because I got some I got beef with the both of them.
You mean you got bees with the
I got beef. Bees.
Yes.
I Shia LaBeef with them. Fucking hell. Going over here to the chat. Wholesome, my buddy. He says, first, Dwayne Marsh says, I made it. Good morning, Cybertronians. The glass chunk is huge. Technical Jim slides in like Kramer's. I'm here on time for once. Tef says, right on time, grabbing a popcorn and beer. Crossbones Koopa says, what's the difference between Peeping Tom and a pickpocket? A pickpocket snatches watches and a Peeping Tom watches snatches. Tef, chop the foot and not you have a bionic foot? Go rollerblades. Tef says, make a necklace with the piece. Trophy. Wholesome 85 laughs at Crossbones Koopa's joke and says, by the way, my blood type is A positive, just in case you ever visit and you get hurt and need blood. I'm AB negative. I'm some sort of fucking mutant, apparently. I can...
No, if you were truly a mutant, you'd be the rarest blood type on Earth, which is type null.
Jesus Christ.
Wasn't it RH or RB1?
RH
like
null.
that?
RH null.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It is literally so rare of a blood type. 6 people in the entirety of Earth have it.
Good fucking God. Jesus Christ, man. Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Something that isn't so rare and everybody can have a little slice of it if they want. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is in just a second. That shit's Toy.Run. Everybody can have a little bit of Toy.Run. It's this beautiful website. It's like Twitter, but man, just people get on there. They talk about toys. You can buy toys on this. You can ask for toys on this. I've gotten stuff off of it. There's all sorts of weirdness that you're just not going to see anyplace else. And the guy that runs this, Paul, he used to run Sir Toys. Let me tell you, Paul is a badass. Paul used to live in China. And in the bustling streets of China, the neon lights never sleep. The markets buzz with activity. And there was Paul. Paul's not your average toy seller. He's a daring entrepreneur with a flair for the unconventional and a heart as big as the Great Wall of China. By day, Paul sells knockoff toys to eager customers. By night, he is something greater. Little did Paul know one night his dreams were about to collide with reality in the most unexpected way. Deep beneath the streets, in the labyrinthine tunnels of the underworld, dwells a secret society of mole people. Led by their fearsome king, they control the knockoff toy market with an iron fist, monopolizing the trade and driving honest sellers like Paul to the brink of ruin. Now, Paul was determined to free himself from the mole people's grip and reclaim his rightful place in the toy market. He embarked on a daring quest to confront King of the mole people and seize control of the underground empire. Now, he didn't go in there like some sort of pussy with a gun and a sword. No, armed with nothing but his wits and a steely resolve. Paul delved deep into the bowels of the earth, navigating treacherous tunnels and overcoming deadly traps. With each step, he drew closer to his goal, his determination unwavering, despite the odds stacked against him. Finally, after a series of harrowing encounters and heart-pounding battles, Paul reached the throne room of the mole people, where King awaited him, his eyes gleaming with a beady malice and power. With a fierce battle cry, Paul charged at the king, engaging him in a duel for control of the knockoff toy market. The clash of swords against Paul's fist echoed through the cavernous chamber as Paul fought with all of his strength, refusing to yield to the tyrant's might. In the end, it was Paul's courage and determination that prevailed. With a mighty blow of his fist, he vanquished the king of the mole people, sending him tumbling from his throne and freeing the toy market from his oppressive rule. Paul emerged from the depths of the earth, spitting out dust, magma, lava, and dirt, victorious and triumphant. Now, Paul knew his journey was far from over. With a newfound sense of purpose and resolve, as unyielding as the mountains themselves, he returned to the surface, ready to face whatever challenges the future might bring, and reclaim his rightful place as the king of the knockoff toy markets. SirToys.com, maybe no more, but Toy.Run is the new kingdom. And you know what they say, whenever God hands you lemons, find a new
Stand
God.
for the flag and kneel for the cross.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Freeze those lemons and throw them at people you don't like.
Hell yeah. Take those lemons and light them on fire and burn down that person's house.
Life starts throwing pies at you. Make a tall, cool glass of pie-monade. It's...
Pie-monade.
That's a Homestar Runner joke from years back. Pie-monade.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's some good old G1 internet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We had a Transformers stream this week that was filled with surprises. Absolutely filled with surprises. And some stuff that, we saw this before. We saw, the Lobster Optimus, Lobstermus Prime, the one that has the little lobster claws on it, from Transformers 1. I think they also showed off Alpha Trion. But they showed off the RoboSen Megatron. Oh, man. I never in all my life wished I was rich. This was really fucking nice.
It's cool.
It is.
It's doubly hilarious that the switch that the motion switches to make him shake his head and everything is on his back, and someone said, "Why is the switch to make him shake his head on his butt?"
the thing that got me, that surprised me, that fucking Decepticon logo turns 180.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
just the logo. Not the chest piece, just the logo does a 180. And I mean, in the video, I can't show the video because we'll get copyright struck, of course. But in the video, he's fucking flailing that Morning Star around like nobody's fucking business.
Yeah, it's an upgrade faux show. He does a lot more than Robosen Optimus did, and it's twice as scary because now he's getting closer to being the Starship Enterprise, which means if this fucking thing snaps and breaks, holy shit, you're gonna need a NASA degree to put it back together.
I don't even want to think about it. Like, look, I own 4 3D printers, and I can tell you this is a lot more complex than any of the 3D printers I own.
It's weird that he's clearly based off Combiner Wars Megatron.
I was just going to say that.
That toy is like how old?
The general outline and the relative placement of where everything is based on that figure. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it the minute I saw the fusion cannon. Because that's only that toy.
Man,
has the narrow end facing upwards like that.
That is a bit odd. Odd, not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, this thing does a lot. This I was surprised. This is still not worth the amount of money that it's going for.
What's it up to?
I think it's 900.
Oh, 900. Okay.
I think so. Let me go to Hasbro Pulse. Let's see.
It's less than $1,000 American.
That's almost the price of a masterpiece nowadays.
Oh my god, that's sad. Yeah, $900.
You could buy this, or you could buy an MP44 with a trailer.
Fuck MP44.
I know.
Man, just so beautiful,
Yeah,
and
it looks all right.
I think they're really kind of learning. Once again, this is nothing. This is nothing I would ever buy for myself, right? Because this is, it's like Thu said, this is good for 20 minutes.
I like the other thing he said about these Robosen figures. It's
What's
like
that?
it can do so many things. They're amazing to do, like to watch, and they have all these functionality, but it doesn't feel like it needs me.
I've never felt so useless as a toy collector in all my life. And I mean, being useless is what a toy collector's all about.
Right?
Yeah, but like when you're collecting these figures, like you are interacting with it, you are transforming it, you compose this thing, like you are part of the experience. But this thing is just doing everything by itself. Like what you're irrelevant.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I remember years and years ago, a friend of mine and I walked into a Toys R Us right here in Johnstown, and they had these two toys from A Bug's Life. And these two toys, well, I guess it was the bad guy and the good guy. I've never seen A Bug's Life. But they were like these toys, you pressed a button and they would fucking argue with each other. And and they were like moving around and their fucking eyes were blinking. And it's really cool, but what do I do in this situation?
Exactly. It doesn't need you.
What's my part?
You put one in a mayonnaise jar.
Don't forget to poke holes in it.
Yeah, put a leaf and a stick in there.
Yeah, yeah. Now they also showed off the Marvel Comics Grimlock.
Cool.
Which, looks good. You want your other 3 swords, this is what you're going to have to do.
I mean, it just... I know you're a big proponent of, like, toy accuracy, and the clear tech pieces are what really make it, Grimlock to you, but this color scheme with everything said is actually kind of neat. I like the offset thigh warmers. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Crown.
You have cartoon accuracy. You have toy accuracy. No one talks about comic book accuracy because those old Marvel comics, characters weren't drawn the same, like, from issue to issue. Sometimes they fucking changed panel to panel.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know-
There was that line from 2020, and I forget which. It was like a Walmart exclusive line, but they did the Pantone colored dots on the toys. You remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
The cell shading stuff, and it was just like, just as for an example, issue 1 issue 1 of the Marvel Transformers comics, all the Autobots were drawn like their toys. You know, Bumblebee had the battle mask, and Ratchet and Ironhide were windshield dudes on a sled, right?
Gangly body horror. Yeah.
Exactly. And everybody looked like their toys, with the exception of Megatron. You know, Megatron didn't really look too much like his toy. And then by issue 2, that all changed. And I mean, it was kind of interesting. So there is no such thing as comic book accuracy. The best you're going to get is panel accuracy.
Yeah, I mean,
in the same,
the only thing that. Go ahead, Thomas.
Oh, in the same vein, the Masterpiece Beast Wars figures, like the original Primal and the Cheetor and all that, and I think Megatron too. Did you ever notice like the paint apps for their beast modes actually have these like simulated low texture, like low fidelity textures from the actual animation on them?
Yeah.
Like pixelated
Pretty
kind of low quality textures painted on them. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like the dot matrix dots that you would find on the comic book panels.
Next up is they showed off Leader Class Swoop. Honestly, we've talked about that. We've talked about that already. I mean, he still looks good.
I'll get him.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for him.
I think, honestly, eventually I will, too. I'm not going to get him right away. Sunstreaker, I don't know why they had Sunstreaker up here. I don't know any collector that doesn't have him yet. It's like...
Weird, right?
Yeah. We own this. Same with Sideswipe.
I had the opportunity to buy it the other day, and I just I don't know. I just decided not to.
Right? No, I get it. Same with Sideswipe. It's just most of us have it at this point. Same with Bumblebee Shockwave. We've talked this one to death.
Yeah, I, as a matter of fact, said I picked him up last week as my looky what I found.
Yeah.
So, or my reinforcement. So, yeah, it's kind of weird to see them rehashing old tat. It's like, hey, Mark, you might want to lay off the dubage for a week or two. You seem to be bringing up things we have in hand.
Right.
Okay,
right.
that's not on them. You're doing the same shit as everyone else. This
Now-
was the plan. It got leaked.
Now this I
yeah.
like. Nucleus.
I've seen this.
Which is a repaint of Magnius. That I really like the headcanon Mark had for this. Mark was like, it's like Nucleon. You know, if you wear this armor too much, you're not able to transform anymore. Like, oh, holy shit, that's some really good headcanon. I like that. And they've given
It's cool.
yeah, and they've given him a really neat vehicle mode that kind of looks like if the Flintstones had the Homer vehicle.
Yep.
It looks nice.
I'm ruined.
Son of a bitch. Man, I like this. I will get Nucleus.
It's like it's technically hardly any different than the original, but somehow it looks way different. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of crushing on the fact that he has technically the equivalent of a flamethrower, but you know he's gonna fucking bash you over the head with it.
A couple of times.
Also, a lot of
Imagine
chrome.
using a rocket engine as a club. That's very novel.
Yeah.
Ha.
I
Joke's
fire
on
it
you,
so it
Nucleus.
fights against me just to even it out and give you a fair chance.
Joke's on you, Nucleus. I'm actually protected against like jet engine fire. Do your worst, and then he
Clonk.
just bludgeons you with it.
I love the head. I love the head on this guy too. It's very Auto Trooper esque.
Yeah,
You
it-
know?
Yeah.
it's not a typical head, which is
Right.
very nice to see. There's no like form function with this type of mold. It's all about, well, it's whatever crazy angles we can get out of the plastic budget.
Right?
I was
It's
getting-
kind of Cylon.
I
Uh-huh.
was getting some Gridman vibes from it.
I see that
Oh.
too.
Yeah.
I see that too.
I mean, he is technically a grid man. He does have pieces that go onto other figures to form a better figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me, this is good. I love shit like this, man. I love shit like this.
Oh, a new character is always like
Yeah.
Mark's like creme de la creme of specialty. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
I can pull anything out of my hat, but watch what I do with my beard, and then he pulls out a Nucleon.
Boom.
What
Right?
would that transformation? What would that Gridman transformation be called? I mean, he's a dude made of rock, so it'd be what, stoned Gridman?
Stone Age Gridman, yeah.
Or no, because it's Japanese, they would do something weird with the spelling. It would end up as stoned.
Probably be called Micah Man or something like that.
If you remember in Getter Robo Armageddon, Shin Getter, his attack was called Stoner Sunshine.
Petrification. It's petrification cashier grenadier. Something weird like that.
Oh, Scott, that's so good. It's a show title.
There we go. I forgot what I said already.
Petrification
Codeine is
Grenadier.
fucking
Write it down.
great. What?
Scott, I want you to take that remove shard of glass and carve it into your table. To
No.
remember that title.
No.
Your arm?
I think it was Tef up here that said make a necklace with the piece trophy. That is the intention. That
Like a
Tef
hunter,
Tef, yeah,
like the predator.
fucking hell. That is the intention, man. That's dude, I carried that thing with me for 3 years. I'll show it who's boss.
The window is in way worse shape.
Oh, yeah.
In a landfill somewhere.
You should see. No, it's still downstairs. The window is
shit.
still downstairs.
You think I had it bad? You should see the window.
You should see the, I'll fuck you over. Oh my god. The part that bothered me the most about the fucking surgery was, well, number one, the pain. You know, because
Number
he-
two,
he's-
wrong foot.
yeah, he sliced where there was no fucking anesthetic at one point. I went, whoa! Hey now! And he goes, you felt that? Because he's from like Ghana or Guyana or something. And he goes, you felt that? Yeah, kind of said, why I said, what? Dude, was it bad? It wasn't good. And like they gave me another dose of anesthetic, and it was still, there were parts of that where I was like, shit. Like the nurses said, you're a trooper. Joe, thank you. But he
You're
would,
weeping and crying and shitting yourself. Thank you.
oh, thank you. But no, he would like, you could hear him like grab a hold of the piece of glass, and you hear like it like grind, and then you hear and like part of it break off, and just and him pulling on it, and he's pulling real slow, trying not to break it, and goes, it's like an iceberg. Oh, no. I don't want to hear that, man.
You would think that it would just slide out, but I guess there was significant resistance.
Yeah,
My
right?
foot-
like
my-
an SD card. Scott's foot is a camera.
My foot grew around it. Yeah, that's what he forgot to push first, then pull to unleash. No, my foot had grown around it, and like I said this before, but I'll say it again. There is like a meat divot where you can feel like there's a depression in like the muscles under my foot where you can feel where the glass was sitting. So like my foot had grown around it.
Like a fleshy disc drive.
Yeah. Videodrome this shit, baby. And And then I think, did we talk? Yeah, we already talked about Cybertron Red Alert or Hot Shot or whatever. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, we talked about this guy last week.
Both good ideas.
Vector Prime.
Glad to see Cybertron stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. But
Yep.
we got the Through the Space Bridge shit. Steeljaw.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Steeljaw.
Yep.
I'm okay with Steeljaw.
Yep, me too.
Yeah. We got a Vehicon for the generic soldier from the War for Cybertron games. We have got it's Skywarp, Bumblebee movie Skywarp.
Yes.
Okay.
You can buy the Bumblebee movie seekers, but you can't buy the
like
regular ones.
I like that mold. I'm glad to see it in purple and black.
Yeah. Leader Class Springer. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's great for you guys. I'm Springered the fuck out. I've got the Fans Project Springer. I've got the Voyager Kingdom Springer or Earthrise or whatever the fuck it is, and I've got the IDW Springer. I'm Springered out. I'm Springered the fuck out.
My brother and I were talking about this thing, and I'm just puzzled because I think this thing is supposed to be a leader.
It's a leader, but the rumors, and we'll talk about some rumors that I heard here in just a second. The rumors I heard is it's going to be the Kingdom or Earthrise or whatever the fuck it was. It was going to be the Voyager Springer with a few extra added pieces.
So it's slightly retooled.
Yeah, it's going to be the Siege Springer, but not shit this time.
Yeah.
I was hoping for 86 Springer.
I didn't think it was shit. I didn't think it was shit. I thought that figure was actually all right.
I did too. I liked it.
Maybe it's. I have the Wreckers version, and I swear to God, it doesn't stand up for shit.
What?
Could be mold degradation.
Doesn't peg together. It just doesn't.
What if?
Degradation.
Hear me out on this. What if the Leader Class Springer is just going to be a green and gray repaint of Sandstorm for like a little bit of revenge for the IDW shit?
Look who's a repaint now.
Yeah.
Baseless accusations, but I like it.
Yeah. And then we are apparently getting a VW Bumblebee coming up.
The deluxe one.
Okay, whatever.
Please God, don't let him be a parts former.
I will say this. I may pass on this, but if you make this sucker in red and you make him again in blue, I'll be happy. That would be great. Yeah.
We could really use some more BotCon toys, which they did for a hot second. Just a hot second, though.
Yeah. I mean, we've got the Wind Charger mold. We've got the Bumblebee mold, and we've got the Cliff Jumper mold. You could give us a Gen Selects 3-pack at this point of Glyph, Tap Out, and Rook. What's that?
We don't have a Wind Charger.
Oh, yeah, we do. I mean, granted, it's from way back, but we've got the Titans Returns Wind Charger. Hell, we even have a Combiner. What was it? Combiner Wars Wind Charger? Generations?
Yeah, the Combiner Wars Wind Charger. It's like a Scout sort of Legends thing.
It has a female feel to it. It's like Lady Charger.
It kind of does, but as a figure, I think it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It was tailgate.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely supposed to be IDW tailgate. Yeah, no two ways about it. And then I think the next one is the one that really got me 10 inches long. Really got me 10 inches long. It's fucking Leader Class Straxus.
Okay, yeah, this is going to make me real happy,
yes.
I can only see this being, like, if it's not a completely original mold, I can only imagine this coming from one thing. And you already know what that probably is.
Leader Class
Bumblebee.
Galvatron. Bumblebee.
Exactly. It has to be, yes, Bumblebee. It has to be, this has to be some kind of massive retooling of Leader Class Galvatron. There's no other way. Because, I mean, this was, if you remember, I'm pretty sure that Straxus was an alien space cannon before Galvatron.
He was indeed. He was indeed.
I really want another KB Toys version of this guy.
The KB Toys version, I think you're thinking of G-Axis.
Oh, no, G-Axis. That's right. G-Axis.
Yeah. G-Axis. But Straxus, Leader Class, look, I would prefer that he be his own mold. If we get like Leader Class Galvatron with like a new chest and new gun, yeah, fantastic. That works too. What scares me, what keeps me up at night, the thoughts that keep me out of the really, really good colleges is that I'm afraid we're going to get that weird fucking AI art abomination that they released the thing that had like the fucking Siri speaker for a head. Do you remember that?
Oh, was that thing that we looked at like months ago?
Yeah, I did a whole fucking video on it.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Like, what? That's not Straxus. That's. I don't ever remember him looking like that in anything.
Wasn't there something about like a Twitter account called "This Transformer Doesn't Exist" where we were getting a lot of the ideas?
Oh yeah,
that was amazing.
Yeah. Here it is. Yeah, this unused. Yeah, this fucking. Let's see, open image and new tab.
That's not AI, mate.
I'm sorry. This open image and new tab. This thing right here. Thing. I'm sorry. That's AI. That thing screams AI.
But the hands look right.
Yes, but they do occasionally get them right. This is definitely something that could be created by a human, but it's also like this is definitely the kind of style you would get from an AI for sure.
There was a job posting for Hasbro, and they were looking for a graphic artist, right? And they had all this things like, oh, we need this person to do like polygraphic vectors and retouching of additional art. And this professional artist came out. And once again, if you want to see like a really in-depth thing, I did a video on this called the Straxus Conspiracy. So just look at the back in the channel, you'll see the video. Yeah. And essentially, this artist came forward and said, "This is all like work speak. This is all work speak for can you draw hands." So I believe this started off as AI art, and then they polished it up, and then they handed it over to Anna Malkova, and she polished it into this.
As it happens, I don't normally like to toot my own horn, but I'm actually good at drawing robot hands.
No,
but you can't toot your own horn with your baiting hand busted like that.
Yeah, seriously, man. The best you can do is have somebody hold the horn for you and work the valves.
I actually am, like that was one of the very first things I ever learned how to do, was draw hands correctly. And yeah, so like I can actually do it.
Right on.
Yeah.
But Straxus, give me Straxus or give me fucking death, man. I don't want sexy, dreamy, hunky Straxus. I don't want Frankenstraxus. I fucking want Marvel Comics, fucking Domino Mask, Battle Axe Straxus. That's I want.
Well, he's in the
you want line, so. You want the no lower jaw having asshole smelting pool.
That's right. That's right. Going over, I've ignored the chat for a little while here, but you know we kind of had to get through this thing here. Let's see here. Wholesome. Oh, sorry. Here, Tef said, "Don't know if you've talked to Paul recently. I have not. There's rumors Sir Toys would come back. Fingers crossed, man. Crossbones Koopa says Megatron tells you not to touch his ass with head. No shakes because you're not a doctor. Tef says, oh man, I saw a video of that Megatron waving that flail and nearly ripping the guy's eye off. It was some funny shit. Dwayne Marsh said the fight between Robosun, Megatron, and Optimus is funny. Tef says, oh yeah, I saw 2 videos of Megatron versus Prime. They were entertaining. Crossbones Koopa says, Starscream, why are the human man-children touching my ass? Least they're not touching my crotch to pull my trigger. Dwayne says, at least they figured out how to do a shutdown for Megatron as opposed to Optimus. Tef, I'm waiting for Robosun to make a life-size RC that cooks and gives a back massage. Crossbone, it's small soldiers, but with Transformers. Dwayne Marsh says, I don't have Sunstreaker, but when I do, he'll be a custom. Crossbones Koopa said, comic book Grimlock. If I see him, I'll get. Comic Grimlock was the best. He did not care if humans got caught in the crossfire. Tef, in reference to Nucleon, the Flintstones DeLorean. Gigatwin says, speaking of comics accurate, we need a Mega Ratchet toy. 1/2 Ratchets, 1/2 Megatron, just like in the old Marvel comics. Dude, they could actually do that really well if they would make like a Megatron weaponizer and a Ratchet weaponizer. You could probably get away with
something we were all waiting for, because that combination should just be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Also, because that version of him basically can't transform because of how messed up he is.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that just seem like an obvious thing to put in the red line?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's like in all the options he could come with is like, you know, various alternate faces of ghastly horror. Like,
yeah.
You know, like,
dude, that comic cover alone should just be like its own special edition head. We're fused together and we can feel it all the way down to the atoms.
Help us. Oh man. Tef says, referring to Nucleon, love the head, love the silver diaper. He's made of rocks, he's white. Can we assume he's a crack cocaine rock? Belucius, good actual morning. I'm scouting out the day ahead of you. Situation so far, stay in bed. Crossbones Koopa says, Thomas, we must focus our energy for Stoner Sunshine. Dwayne Marsh says, Scott needs a chunder bucket. Tef, the generic soldier is probably going to be a repaint of Fall of Cybertron Studio Series Barricade. Crossbones Koopa, VW Bumblebee will be the buzzworthy gold bug with a new head. Tef says, so the Netflix Siege Bumblebee, but not $200. The Starfather says, yeah, baby, Straxus from Galvatron, baby. Tef says, leader class for Strax, damn. Crossbones, can we get a female Bumblebee to justify the huge chest from Hasbro? Dwayne March says, Graffy, I think it's actually Glyph, Dwayne, is a female Bumblebee. Graffy is the cassette Pteranodon. It figures that Straxus is coming out, as I'm about to make a custom of him. Belucius hits up Graffy as the Dino cassette. Tef, I'd want a new Hasbro Rosanna, from your lips to God's ears, Tef. Gigatwin says, we need leader class wind charger. Galusha says, Glyph is Blue Bee. I knew you were close. Holson85, AI, then photoshopped and edited. That's what I believe. Crossbones Koopa said, speaking of AI, what do you think of Transformers was in the 50s video I sent? It's been a couple busy days, Crossbones. I have not had a chance to see it. Fingers crossed, Friday. Dwayne Marsh says, Belucius is correct. I meant Glyph. Tef, I am tired of those AI videos from the 50s, whatever. I've seen Futurama, Aliens, TF, getting tired of those fake AI fake trailers. Once again, Xavier and Dewanis Perez says, hi. I've been waiting for you, Dewanis. I got beef with you, Dewanis. You tell your fucking bee friends to leave me the fuck alone.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Tef. Xavier and I found a YouTube channel called Obscurest Vinyl, and it is some of the best AI music you will ever hear in your life. For example, like the song The old classic song from the 1970s, Can I Get in Your Pants Because I Just Shit on Mine. That 90s hair rock band song, Taking a Shit on the Company's Dime. The 1920s swing song, Oops, I Glued My Nuts to My Asshole Again. It was, I'm telling you, that's what AI was meant for. That's what AI was meant for.
On a amusing related note, do you remember what the first band that Kurt Cobain was in was named?
Oh shit! Was it the Dead Alcoholics with Boners?
No, it was a shitty garage band, and all of its music was bad.
It's called Nirvana.
The first band, no, the first band that he was in was called Feces.
Man. Tef says, stuck my nuts to my butthole again. Belucia said, Skid Row. Dewanis says, don't blame the bees when last week you guys were making jokes at the expense of the African killer bees. Sunday, I walked out into my foyer, and from my foyer, you can see my second floor, my second floor landing. Bees. Nothing but fucking bees everywhere. And I go outside, and on the side of the house, bees. The bees are like going into the wall of my house, and they're fucking coming in through the window, and like I'm just spraying like poison bees. And I'm like setting out like a bug zapper light. Bees. And just fucking bees everywhere. Bees, bees, bees. I'm not even making a fucking joke. I'm being dead serious. I killed off a colony of honeybees. I feel bad about it, but in another very real sense, they invaded my house. And I called some beekeepers and went, hey, do you want these bees? No, we don't want them. They're yours.
You know, I have a hypothesis about this.
Please.
Yeah. It could be that there actually was a honeybee colony inside one of the walls of your house for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just not aggravated, and something recently disturbed the whole colony that made it pissed off.
No, okay.
Oh, it must be the glass removal.
I actually think I know what it was, right?
Yeah. Because
right now there's still some out there, but they're super calm. But on Sunday, they were pissed. And I was killing these honeybees, and these honeybees are about 3/4 of an inch long, right?
No, pretty good size, yeah.
Pretty good size. 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. In my kitchen was a honeybee that was 1.5 inches long.
Sounds like a queen.
I think the queen got into the house, they couldn't find her, and they fucking freaked.
Was it a different color?
You're asking the colorblind man if the bee was a different color?
Well, the thing is, like, queens are often slightly more orange, and they don't have the banding on the abdomen isn't quite as pronounced. It's more of a flat color. So like you can really tell the difference. They don't look the same at all.
Yeah. Dewanis Perez shouldn't have killed the colony, especially for honeybees. Next time, get a bee box and start your own honey farm. Dewanis, I will tell you this. I asked 4 beekeepers to come over and get them. Even offered them money, and none of them would. And if I would live out in the country, I absolutely would have done that. But the thing is, I live here in the city. There's like a sidewalk 10 feet away from where these bees were. The kids like wait for the school bus, right? And I can't have these were aggressive. They didn't. Well, I can't say they didn't sting me. I got one to the back of the leg, but yeah, it was mild. It was mild. It was not a big deal. But
Scott, did you sing Linkin Park "Crawling in My Skin" as you did it?
No, actually, me and Zion went out and we sprayed it down and with poison and said, let's Pulp Fiction these bitches. But no, I really wish I could have saved the colony. I do wish. Because it's the thing. I don't even mow. I don't even mow till the end of April, because I know that the queen like hibernates under the leaves. So I will not rake leaves. I will not mow until the end of April. Because, but yeah. Unfortunately, safety had to come first, and because there's kids all like the neighbor has a kid, and they wait for the school bus right in front of my house. Ariana and I can never have some early morning fun, because of the kids waiting out there. But it's taken care of. We didn't kill off everything, but man, I wish I could have saved him. I really do.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Should have taught him sex education then. Probably wouldn't have so many bees running around without any education.
Belushi says, actually, I just checked, and Skid Row was one of the several early names for Nirvana. Crossbones Koopa says, or just romance the queen with sweet jazz voice. Trust me, you'll get your honey for free. No, we were actually talking about this. I am not eating any honey because I have rhododendron bushes in the back. I am eating no honey that these bees made, because you'll probably trip fucking balls if they made it off the rhododendrons.
You have no desire to commune with the space fish.
No. The machine elves say hi. Dewana says the queen is usually darker in color and longer than the others. Well, fuck Dewana. You seem to know a lot. Do you want them? Holson85 says, we used to get wasps at my house. I would gently scratch the nest with a finger. One would always pop out as to say hi. I could put sugar water in my palm and feed them. Not the ground wasp, though. They're assholes. Crossbones Koopa says, wow, Holson. Belushi says, send all rhododendrons. And Dewana said, I would have loved to have those bees. I would have loved to give them to you. I'm not lying, man. I am not lying. I wish somebody would have come and got the bees. I really do. And I feel bad that I had to do what I did. But, the safety of my cats, the safety of the kids that live in the neighborhood. Yeah, it was them or me, and technically they did invade my house. Wolf1701 says, I got attacked by ground bees once. Jesus.
Oh,
ground bees.
Ground bees.
Mud wasps are bad. Oh.
Fucking mud daubers can suck a dick.
I've been stung in the ankle by them. That sucks.
Fuck them. So we have some new product info found. Decepticon Commander and ROTF Anniversary packs. So we have a 3-pack of Voyager, Starscream, Shockwave, and Soundwave. Excuse me. And we have a Autobot multi-pack, which is the Leader Jetfire, the Voyager Optimus, and 2 Unknown Deluxes. I also heard a rumor. I saw this rumor over on 4chan. I saw this rumor that the Onyx Prime that we're getting is indeed going to be a Leader Class Centaur. Like the IDW one. So
but can I pop his head off for the biggest plot twist of the comic?
Seriously. Is anybody here interested in this Commander 3-pack or the Voyager?
This is my second shot at the Unite the Galaxy shit that never came out of Japan.
No, okay. Fair enough.
What are you talking about? Don't you know your deep lore on Revenge of the Fallen?
No, I try to ignore that movie at all costs.
Not the movie, the toy line. Unite the Galaxy was the fucking exclusive from Japan that was going to be Optimus hauling a Jetfire in his SR-71 Blackbird mode.
Oh.
And the SR-71 was going to break apart and form Gridman pieces on Optimus.
I don't think this is that.
No,
I know, but it's the closest thing.
This is gonna be Jetfire, Optimus, and 2 Unknown Deluxes. It's not Mudflap and Skids. I'm sorry. they're not going to make them. They're doing comic book characters now. They're never going to make mud-flapping skids. They'll find an excuse. It's Jolt and Ratchet.
I love how
Clearly, it's
sure
gonna
he
be
is.
Jolt and Ratchet.
Jolt and Ratchet, baby.
It is. Because why wouldn't it be? It's the biggest scene of the movie. It's Optimus and Jetfire combining, so Jolt
God.
and Ratchet.
Kyle's actually fucking Sherlocked this out. He's right. He's right. It's fucking Ratchet telling Jolt to transplant Jetfire's parts. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And a
Jolt just
battery.
does it. Having
And
not
there's a
showed
battery in
up at
there.
any
Jolt-
point in the movie.
Jolt has no medical experience whatsoever. Go!
No, because you've blocked it from your memory, Kyle, you sick fuck. You forgot there's the scene where
He
Optimus'
drives
body
down
is getting...
the road. He's standing
Yeah,
there
there
with
you
the
go.
others just looking around for a shot and then is gone from the scene. There is a scene
So
of him
you-
in the fight.
You know the movie. Very suspicious.
There is a shot of him in the fight where he's just shooting lightning out of his hands, but he's like in the bottom left-hand corner and it pans past him to a human. Like a human runs in front of him and it's like, yep, that's the whole goddamn Michael Bay sequence. Cool robot shit. Let's get a human in the way. I canceled the Nemesis bridge set, so the Starscream, Shockwave, and Soundwave is actually better. This gives me another seeker to paint into a Thundercracker or Skywarp, since they just won't sell Thundercracker and Skywarp. And we're getting a leader Megatron that's probably better. Does literally no one else have anything to say about these sets?
I really don't.
I do, but you keep fucking interrupting me, you bitch.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Not you. No, you're my bitch.
Aw.
I'm just bitching at Kyle for
Oh,
being
fair
a
enough.
bitch.
Well, Xavier,
the bitch.
make your point.
Can't wait. Done.
Wow. Wow. Look, here's my thought on this. I've got all these toys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy them again. I have them already. Why? I mean, I feel great for people who don't have them, or for some reason want like a big multi-pack, but I've got these toys. I'd rather have toys I don't have.
If
I'm
this is
just
the
waiting to see
correct,
what it looks like. Yeah, when it's put together, that's all I care about. When it's all said and done, what little surprises are they going to sneak in? That's pretty much all I care about.
if this is the correct sound wave that turns into a fake deck, then it's another opportunity to get it that's not yellow to shit.
Where the fuck is my Marvel Soundwave?
It's coming.
Or
Good
not.
time, Scott.
It's
They'll
coming.
have to make.
It's,
They'll have
it's-
to. They'll have to make a basic repaint to go with Straxus to cover the cost.
Or they won't do it
Have
at
you
all.
noticed? Have you noticed it's been 2 repaints, and then they went, "Hey, there's also Straxus, who's a new mold, probably."
Yeah. Yeah, actually I have. I need to get my
I
other foot
guarantee
up.
you they'll do $50 for Marvel. Probably $50 Marvel Soundwave, who has the mouth and is the right color and comes with whatever comic exclusive cassettes there are.
Yeah, I'd like to see like a Kool-Aid purple Soundwave that has the dot matrix printer dots from the comic book on it, and also an alternate head with a mouth and a weird aviator goggles.
I just want to see new sound. I want to see Soundwave turn into new Soundwave in a 2-pack.
Yeah, okay.
New Soundwave.
Soundwave becomes new Soundwave, and he has Power Pack.
Power Pack. Oh my god. Let's see here. Going back to the chat. Wolf17. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out. Wolf1701 says, I got attacked by ground bees once. Dewana says, congrats though. They saw you home. They saw your home is safe. Holson85. It's sad, but you can't always save every animal. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I love animals. I mean, right now I'm letting a cat, you can't see it, but I'm letting one of my cats stand on the leg I just had surgery on. I love them. I love them.
Yeah.
And I'm so afraid she's going to try to take out my stitches. Belushi says, ground bees sound like a Vietnamese condiment. And Wolf1701, and nothing is wrong with that Netflix Bumblebee. I'm not buying another one because then I have to buy another gold bug, another cliff jumper. Dewana says, I'm very passionate about bees since they are on the verge of being endangered because of us. I agree. Wolf1701 says, oh boy, more repaints. Crossbones Koopa says, did you guys hear Hasbro is having a Playmates do Power Rangers? I did. I'm interested in that.
Not gonna help the brand.
Yeah. Wolf1701 says, hey man, take all that plastic from the repaints and give me a Legacy Wind Charger. Dwayne March goes, Jolt Electrify. Crossbones Koopa says, I want Legacy Tailgate. Dewanis Perez says, give us a sound wave with built-in Bluetooth speaker and radio. We don't have that kind of technology. My God. Hasbro put Bluetooth in anything, it'd be $312. And they'd call it Masterpiece. Dwayne Marsh said, their repaint pattern is a little off. There are quite a few they've passed over. Tef says, Soundwave transforms into new Soundwave. Which one, the satellite or the Mercedes car? I'm just assuming it's a black dude. Fucking hell, Alex. Okay.
All right.
Did you get that last piece out?
Ugh. That hurt. Anyway, Takara Tomy showed off their Earthspark Prowl. Remember Earthspark Prowl that we had that was just the fucking repaint of Rodimus? No.
Hell yeah, brother.
Takara went, we ain't making the same mistake as those round-eyed Gaijins. And they fucking used the mold everybody thought they were going to use anyway.
I have a theory.
Let me hear your theory.
Takara might have the mold, and Hasbro didn't. So they just used what they had.
I mean, Hasbro put this out in the States, though. This is what, Cyberfire Prowl for Cyberverse, or?
Yeah, I had like years ago.
Yeah, I have 3 of these. I ripped the heads off and turned them into auto roopers.
See, no, wait. This is why I also think Starscream is in a 3-pack for America when Megatron's in the 3-pack for Japan, because they might have the Megatron mold to make the toy, and Hasbro doesn't. So they're like, let's do Starscream.
Yeah.
Interesting. This looks so much better. It looks so much better.
It's not yellowed.
This looks like a police car. Like if I saw like the American Earthspark Prowl trying to pull me over, I wouldn't pull over. Obviously that's not from Earth. That's just some fucking alien or crypto-terrestrial trying to impersonate a police car and doing it badly.
Yeah, it's a Dome Zero from the 70s.
Yeah. I love the Dome Zero. It's so weird.
But this shit rocks out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw this, I looked at this and my first thought was, that doesn't look like an Earthspark toy. And it also doesn't, like, how do I put this? All of the sidelines that they've been making, like Earthspark and Cyberverse and RID, they've all had this sort of inherent cheapness factor to them. They just look cheap. And this doesn't really have that.
Are his Gundam horns bigger than usual?
A little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, I've had this mold several times. And disassembled this mold several times. That head is just, the horns are out of this fucking world, dude. On that. It is...
Like, literally, I think those go all the way to the ionosphere.
He's the fucking devil. He's the fucking devil. We all
he's
knew
also-
the devil was a policeman.
But he's also the pseudo like face of the Autobot logo.
Yeah. And then of course they damn. Like he came with like blast effects too, but I don't know if the Takara version is going to come with that. And then they did what I consider the biggest fucking crime in the world, like Earthspark Thrash. Like you take the chintzy toy and make it worse, and then sell it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't see a big change. What did they do here?
They kind of fixed the hips a little bit, but then they got rid of the sidecar.
Oh yes, that's right. He had that accessory. It was like some
Right.
sort of like fucking minigun or something on him.
Right. Yeah, they got rid of the fucking sidecar, which is stupid as hell. Absolutely.
Sidecars
stupid as
don't
hell.
exist in Japan, Scott. You know this.
Oh, sidecar. No, not here. When here in Japan, we just drag people behind us.
Exactly.
Are they not considered street legal in Japan?
I think Xavier's just making shit up, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I think he's making shit up. Xavier wanted to hear Scott's racism.
Do you know that in Japan, butterflies, the monarch butterfly in Japan tastes exactly like fresh pepperoni. In Japan, one out of every 19 waterfalls flows backwards.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear a thing after you said every Jap in Japan.
Every the Mount Fuji is actually constructed. Mount Fuji was built, and it's so precisely built that one single push can send it spinning, but no Japanese person is brash enough to do that. So there it stayed. Did you know that? That's true. Before he'd film any of his movies, Toshiro Mifune would drink a barrel of honey. and then wash it down with another barrel of honey.
Double strength rhododendron honey.
Drinking an entire barrel of honey. You're going to create a stand with that.
Hitomi Tanaka. Hitomi Tanaka was married 3 times. The first time for love, the second time for money, and the third time for a small plastic monkey.
For the interesting true fact about her, she's an actual black belt in karate.
I would pay good money to have the shit beaten out of me by her.
Her?
It's
Hitomi Tanaka?
Oh yeah. She is. I believe her hobbies before the turn to the adult industry was she actually was a full Shotokan black belt karate expert.
Wow.
And I believe motorcycle enthusiast, that might be something that like made up, but the full on black belt is actually something she got accomplished in life.
Shit, new fetish unlocked. Damn.
Huh.
It's
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see here. Going over to the chat. Let's see here. Wolf1701. I always have to find where we left off. Wolf1701 said they had an MP3 player Soundwave. Tef said, I think she put the glass shard back in his foot. Crossbones Koopa said, I have Studio Series satellite Soundwave, and I don't mind him. Dewana said, cats know when we're injured. If they like you, they will try to lay on the injury so they can protect you. I know that with such passion. They don't understand. Wolf1701 says, this looks so much better. I don't care for Earthspark Prowl, but this is better. Technical Jim, when I first saw the original Earthspark Prowl redecorated from Cyberverse Hot Rod, I just assumed that something happened in the Cyberverse Prowl mold. Now I don't know what to believe. Crossbones Coop says, I want Super Trooper Prowl, the life of a Vermont State Trooper Transformer. Belucia said, is Prowl line dancing or something in that image? Maybe. Dwayne Marsh says, more customs incoming as I'll have to look for a few of those Prowls.
Yeah.
Thrasher will get an upgrade, and the other one becomes a custom. Wolf 1701, Earthspark prowess of a horny fucker. Gigatwin says those aren't Gundam horns, they're a tiara, and the names of the moon prowl will punish you. Dewanis Perez, Scott, did you taste the trippy honey your bees left behind? No, I did not. I fucking with no rhododendron honey. Damn. Crossbone Scoop said, I think if I went to Japan and fixed my muscles, they would think I'm the real All Might. Yeah. Tef, what porn pays more than being a black belt karate master and championship? Belucius, look up Mellified Man for some real nasty. Some real world nasty. After the show, I'm so afraid, but I'm going to do it. Trust me. We're getting Mattel Hot Wheels crossover Transformers Optimus Prime. We don't have a lot of information about this. I'm excited. I'm excited for an Optimus Prime. You know, the Mattel and Hasbro kind of conglomerations for one reason and one reason only. I want some Masters of the Universe vehicle Transformers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a perfect opportunity to have like to get some of those really, really weird Masters of the Universe vehicles that don't make any sense, but have them turn into have them transform into recognizable characters from Transformers.
I mean, you could do an Air Razor Falcon, like a Talon fighter.
Yeah.
You could do.
Wasn't Masters of the Universe the one that had like a spinning blade or something, just like a top that was a spinning blade?
Monstroid. Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
What were those vehicles called that have they have a spinning blade, but they're like the same thing.
No, I know what you're talking about. Roton.
Yeah, a Roton. Like what kind of Transformer would turn into a Roton?
Oh shit.
Any one of them.
Yeah, seriously. You could make the Roton be Scrounge.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Or
Cosmos. Cosmos as a Roton. Yeah, there you go.
Or what about that nonsensical APC looking thing that it has wheels, but the wheels are like not wheels.
They're ovals.
They're these weird sliders that are extremely illogical.
That is called the attack track. And geez, man, the attack track. What character would make a good attack track? Inferno. There's actually a guy that, let me see if I can find it. Cults 3D. He's over on the Transformers forum, but this guy, let's see here, collection, see if I have any of his stuff saved. This is stuff that I'm going to eventually print here. But this dude has created, there we go. So he's created like a ton of the Masters of the Universe vehicles. Mr. Uniques. Man, take a look at some of these designs here. So the Blaster Hawk. You have he's done a Roton. There we go. You could have Slag turn into a Bashosaurus.
Yeah, this is the kind of weird nonsense that I liked about Masters of the Universe.
Right, this was fucking great. The laser bolt. Here we go. Paint a fucking land shark up into Sharkticon collars.
Yep.
Right? Let's see here. We have the Sky Sled. We have the Battle Ram and War Sled. I mean, this guy, he does. There's the attack track.
Yes.
Right?
It looks like tank tracks in this image, but that is not how those things work.
No. And I'll tell you what, I've downloaded the Road Ripper. There you go. Perfect fucking chance for a Brawn to come out of that, or a Hound.
Oh yeah.
Road Ripper is a Hound. But I mean,
the Bumblebee movie, Brawn already kind of looks like that thing.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah. This, I'll tell you what, Mr. Uniques is the reason I'm not getting that target set. Because look at the fucking squeeze play conversion kit Mr. Unique put out.
Pretty
right?
solid, yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is so much better. This is so much better than the one that comes with that comes in the target kit, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the blot mold is a great choice.
Yeah, blot mold is great for this. I don't understand where they used Mind Wipe for it. And
you know what?
I mean, shit, man. Look at the price. It's free.
You know what I don't understand?
What's that?
I'm pretty sure the blot mold was only ever used once.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was really, really good.
Yeah. It's the only other figure I would want, I don't want the Cliff Jumper figure. I can't remember what the other figure was. But it was the only other one I want out of that's the Tarantulas. And a gentleman on TFW, I'm assuming it's a gentleman, how sexist of me. They said, "Hey, I don't want the Tarantulas. I'll sell it to you for $25 shipped." Hell yeah. Okay, fine. So I'm going to get just the Tarantulas out of this, and this will remain my my squeeze play, because this is good enough. But I want Transformers He-Man crossover shit. Plain and simple.
I feel like it's coming.
I do too. And I think that a lot of toy companies are starting to realize things are not going well toy-wise, sales-wise. So it's like those episodes where Optimus and Megatron had to team up to fight a bigger evil. That's what's going on here with Mattel and Playmates and Hasbro. It's like, shit, man.
I don't know if you ever did see the crossover Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and He-Man figures, but they looked really good.
Yes, I did. I saw those.
Yeah. And I feel like it's the same thing. It's just like, you know what? Some of these brands, they need a helping hand. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just got into absolutely everything.
Yeah.
It's like peanut butter in my chocolate, or your chocolate's into my peanut butter, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
But He-Man seems to be another one, because it's like, look, it's fun and all, but no one really has a taste for it besides like the hardcore crowd anymore.
I've started
you need to have something else to like launch it.
I've started collecting a little He-Man stuff. And it just a few things here and there. And it was a situation, what actually started me down this road was I opened up a closet to clean out some stuff here, and I found a fucking Castle Grayskull that I don't know where it came from. So I bought like the bees. The bees left a Castle Grayskull for me. And then I killed them.
Do any of you guys remember around 1991, 1992?
No.
Where absolutely everything turned green because of Ninja Turtles?
No.
Just like absolutely everything. Green, like you'd go to a store, you'd go to like, like a department store, green toothpaste, green cereal, green shampoo, green everything. Everything is green and has Ninja Turtle labeling on it.
Understand this. Understand this, Thomas. There are sections of my life that I call lost years, right?
Oh.
So 91 to 92 was actually my first lost years. Because that was 91 was the year my dad died. So I consider 91 and 92 lost years. 19 and I didn't consume a lot of media then. 96 and 97 were lost years. That was whenever I was in college, really trying, not really consuming a lot of media. And then I would say that my last lost years was 2014, 2015, 2016, because that was whenever my mother died and I lost my house. So those were lost years. So you're saying around 91, 92? Yeah, there's a reason I don't remember that. I was busy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was right before I came back to North America.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember it because I wasn't fucking born yet.
Ah, shit. Wolf1701 says, "Let's go get some trippy honey." Dwayne Marsh,
Oh,
Master.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I gotta read that, Luke Duke. Let's go get some trippy honey. Dwayne Marsh.
That's a Duke Nukem
How about
voice.
a nice friendly Christian side hug?
How about a nice friendly Christian side hug? God damn, man. I'm very proud of my Duke Nukem impersonation. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, that
You do sound
Yeah,
like
that-
you do have that John St. John quality to your voice.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very,
That's-
very much.
I can just imagine that. Like Duke Nukem says that, and all the villains start running because they think he means something else. I don't know.
I'll kick you in the balls. Dwayne Marsh says, Masters of the Universe Transformers with Mega constructs
What a
He-Man
nice
figures.
Friendly Christian sidekick to the balls.
Sidekick to the balls. Belushi says, Jace and the Wheeled Warrior Transformers. Hell to the fucking yeah. Wolf
that would work.
Yeah. Wolf 1701. Attack track. Holson, I feel obligated to remind everyone of the Hot Wheels Robo Wheels toys. Yes, indeed. Tef says /A/XRNMU2. I know what that is. I'll have to look that up. Let's see. We're gonna copy. I'm gonna open up this, and give me a second here. I'm gonna hit 4chan. Can you guys see anything?
Nope.
No.
I can't see jack shit.
Okay, hold on here. 4chan, and let's see here. Nothing found.
Sorry, I'm
Never mind.
sorry. I'm looking up Turtles and Gray Skull shit online. I'm kind of getting into the idea of owning that line now.
Dewanis Perez
yeah,
says,
that's nice.
"Oh, before I forget, fun little bee fact: if you smell like banana when near, bees are much more likely to attack since it's the same smell as danger pheromones they leave on predators." Wolf 1701. If Megatron can turn into a gun, I want to see him turn into the power sword. Dwayne Marsh says, it's Imgur. Sorry, it's Imgur. Dwayne Marsh said He-Man Transformers should be new personality. Tef says, oh, never mind. TFW has the leak. Prime X Hot Wheels image. Okay. Hold on.
okay.
Let's go ahead and go there. Transformers 1 new promotional poster. Here it is. First look. That's pretty much what I expected.
That's it.
That looks like it's it.
That's it. Huh?
That's it. Holson85 says, Positrons versus Negabots, actual name of the factions. Crossbone says, behold the blinding flex of a Transformers collector that blinded Xavier with its beautiful beauty of collector passion. I call it Magnum. Shout out to a Zoolander. Dwayne Marsh says, I have to print that squeeze play and get yet another blot. Belushi says, Stalker could suit that attack track thing, or even Skull Cruncher. Crossbones Goopus said, found a new mask so I can get back to reviewing. I can breathe the other one, but it's like, I can't breathe in this damn thing. Spaceball shout out. Gigatwin said, Tom's talking about Turtle Mania. It swept many countries, and TMNT had beaten all expectations and run clean past the 3-year time limit. On that was understood to be the lifespan of such media. Tef said, not 4chan, it's Imgur. Lol. Yeah, I'm a bit of an idiot. Once again, I'm hopped up to the brim on codeine painkiller. It's
Quoting Charles Barkley here.
man, I'll tell you what. Real quick, speaking of doing drugs, I found a podcast that is fucking amazing. It's called the Dead Authors Podcast. Here's the plot of the Dead Authors Podcast. H.G. Wells has a time machine, and he uses it to find dead authors to bring them back to 2024 to interview. The one I listened to, H.G. Wells was interviewing Philip K. Dick and Hunter S. Thompson at the same time. It was great. it was fantastic. And there was like, well, how do you feel about what the future actually is? Robots have taken over. It's ridiculous. Philip K. Dick, it's ridiculous. I mean, here's a microphone. That's basically a robot's ear. You've got cameras on. It's basically a robot's eye. They've taken over, and we've let them take over. And Hunter, how do you feel about that? Well, I think that you'll find that any cub reporter in any decent newspaper in the country will tell you that the drugs are just not as pure, and that sometimes that the scales of justice have to be tilted in such a way that the damn dirty bastards like Nixon and fucking Reagan, they're gonna just, and like H.G. Wells went, who thought that Philip K. Dick was going to be the crazy one? It's asking the audience just fucking roared. Let's see here. Crossbones Koopa says, sucks that I have no Saber Rider stuff to review for Wholesome. Giga Twin said the first live action TMNT movie came out in 1990 after all. Def said, now I want a video of that Prime with trailer go into a loopy-loop orange racetracks. And Crossbones Koopa says, have you guys been watching X-Men 97?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
No, I've been watching the start.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm liking X-Men. So. Wolf1701 says, well, I'm sold on dead authors. You're going to fucking... Paul F. Tompkins is H.G. Wells.
Oh, he's doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul F. Tompkins is H.G. Wells. It's fucking
That's funny.
Great. It's fucking great. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Moving on to looky what I found. Buck-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Buck-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let me stop sharing my screen. Boom.
Running joke from 2 weeks ago. Scott can't stop humming the new X-Men theme song.
No.
Look,
another train going by. No, it's actually, I actually prefer the old X-Men theme, because I was listening to it today and I'm like, what's that sound? And it sounds like, you remember how they used to have like hard drives and Van de Graaff generators and Tesla coils play music? That's what the new one sounds like. That is what the new X-Men theme. Wolf1701 asks, what the hell is a Paul F. Tompkins?
He's a comedian that's been around for ages. So I remember he did stand-up comedy on Comedy Central when they were still doing stand-up comedy specials. And they had their own line of comedy specials. And Paul F. Tompkins was one of these weird, witty comedians where he said this one joke that has stuck with me for over 20 years now. That's been about, how do people still fall for the old peanut brittle gag that has a snake in it?
Yeah.
It's like when you open it up and it, like, the spring snake comes out, you have no one to blame but yourself, because that label on the peanut butter brittle can has been the same for 50 fucking years. It's impossible to fall for the gag because everyone has seen that peanut butter brittle label forever. And this is going back to the 90s when those practical jokes were like all the rage. But he did this funny bit where it's like, peanut brittle? Well, yes, my good man. I think I will partake. Here we go. I'm opening the lid. Oh, no. Spring snakes in my face. You got me good, sir. Jolly Roger to you.
Paul F. Tompkins. Two of my favorite things from Paul F. Tompkins. He did a show with Paget Brewster. It was a podcast called Beyond Belief, where it was essentially, it was kind of like the X-Files meets the Thin Man. Nick and Nora from the Thin Man. It was beautiful. It was funny as hell. And like Paget Brewster would just go, "Oh my God, Steve!" No, Frank and Sadie Doyle were the names of the characters, but it was Frankenstein Doyle and Sadistic Doyle, right? Frank and Sadie Doyle, and they were just heavy fucking drinkers, like Nick and Nora were in the Thin Man. And it was great because, "Oh Frank, please just stay in. We've done so much. We fought vampires, ghosts, werewolves this week. We fought Bigfoot, a Cthulhu. You know,
Cthulhu.
a Cthulhu. And Paul F. Tompkins also, another thing you got to hear him do, is he does a fucking killer Werner Herzog impression. And he does like these Werner Herzog leaving a Yelp review for Trader Joe's. And,
Yeah.
and it's like, once you're inside the parking lot, geometry fails you.
I heard Werner Herzog, was it somebody doing advertisements for toys that are depressing by Werner Herzog?
It might have been Paul F. Tompkins doing it.
To sad beige toys for sad beige children.
Once you are inside the Trader Joe's, even though the aisles are wide, the people will still bump into you. It is if madness reigns. It is if someone has given great beasts of burdens just enough intelligence to mock humanity.
Why was Werner Herzog never a Bond villain?
Right?
I mean, he
seems like
made
the
a
obvious
great
choice.
Star Wars villain.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Well,
the target is 60 years old. We will have him,
50.
and you'll 50. Sorry, it was 10 years ago. Oh my God, Kyle, do you have a looky what I found?
No.
Oh, that's okay. No, Scott.
Well,
Everything is sadness and malaise.
You should destroy this tape.
typewriter
what the hell am I
read on.
looking at?
Right there, ribbon.
I don't know if anybody got that reference.
Thomas, buddy, do you have a looky what I found?
Yeah. What is this? Like,
I have something. I'm looking at it. I don't know what it is. I'm going to share it with you guys. You tell me what you think it is.
yeah, look at this thing.
Look at
gotta
this.
show you this.
What is this? I don't know. Are you sharing the
Oh,
screen or are you
fuck
sending it
no.
over?
No, I'm sharing my screen. Look at this
No, you're
thing
not.
I found.
God.
You're not, man. No, they are.
What am I looking at here?
Well, obviously, ideas.
It's clearly meant to be a Sharktacon, but it's like, what's happened to it?
It's like a creamsicle Sharktacon.
But the proportions, this looks like it was generated by an AI, but it's like physically real.
The hell is this?
That's what Ice just said. Like, what the hell am I looking at? What the hell is this?
Jesus.
Apparently made by the Perv.
They're perv.
Yeah, there's some other stuff too. I was looking at Interchange Robot Convoy, and also there was a Micromaster for some reason.
I have this toy.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I
What
do.
about this one? Try to say this. That's TraosFnrmees.
Hold on here. Let me.
Like,
TraosFnrmees.
there's no N though. That's Traos.
See, I think it's a D.
Yeah.
I think it's a D. I think it's trads.
Trads? Okay.
It may be Traos.
How do you say FNRM?
Fnrmees. Well, just for the sake of argument, we'll call that no. So that's TraosFnrmees. Manur de Minit Mananai.
Straying further and further from God, aren't we?
Yeah. Also, I found
What the
this thing.
fuck is this?
I don't know.
But I
But
just
apparently, there's also this 3D printed transforming fork. I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, sadness.
Look at this thing. But this thing though, and this, I don't.
Oh my God.
This is chaos.
I'm sorry.
Why is it dopey-eyed?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Wait, leave that up there for just a second, Thomas.
All right, I'll put it back up.
Okay, hold on here. Okay. RMEES. And that is the show title, TraosFnrmees.
Perfect.
Indecipherable.
You know what?
Well-
You know what the most surprising thing about this is?
What's
About
that?
this knockoff here? Not a single place anywhere on this does it say the word deformation. That's
I think they've done
What
that
about
to.
the moon speak to the side sense?
I think the deformation is what they've done. I've never seen the alphabet have an extra chromosome. It's before. This is a new one for me.
well, I've seen Transformers before.
Man, these
Transformers.
these fuckers do not give a shit about Scrabble. Let me tell you, they. Fuck me.
Word salad. Good enough.
Man, oh man. Like, you look at this shit. If I found this, like, if I was having a bad day and my blood pressure was high, and I found this in a store,
Stroke.
I would be assuming I'm having a stroke because I can't read any of this.
Well, you can really tell that like a phonetic alphabet is extremely foreign to the Chinese.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like they just don't care.
Yeah. Translation error. Oh my god. Xavier, do you have a looky what I found?
Nothing as fucked out weird as that, but
Yeah.
I'll try. Here's a fan mode Grimlock.
Hold on here. I'm trying to, there we go. And let me hit the share a screen. Screen 1, allow. And oh, here we go. It's time to lock off. What the... Good God.
Hey, what?
Apparently, I am having some sort of stroke at this point.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Like,
Right? Hold on.
Oh, I
here.
know what this is, but it's like, yeah.
Do you know what the fuck is this?
What the fuck
It
is
was
that,
that-
man?
That was the Power of the Primes Grimlock mistransformed.
Yes, that's obvious, but into what?
Oh my God.
I guess it's the AI interpretation of what Grimlock looks like.
Good enough.
This is my looky what I found. I thought this was really fucking clever. This is from Cult's 3D user Vite9. And he has made a Death's Head custom noggin that he has put on top of a Voyager Last Night Megatron. And let me tell you, that fucker works.
And it
Look at that
integrates
for
into the-
Death's Head.
Yeah, and it integrates into the vehicle mode from what I could see.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So it doesn't affect transformation whatsoever. That to me, that's why I love 3D printing. That is why I love 3D printing. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Going over to the chat, Wolf1701, in relation to Paul F. Tompkins. Oh, okay. Millennials haven't seen it. Crossbones Koopa says, Scott, shave your head bald and be Professor X and lead us misfits. I am going to be cutting my hair very soon. Don't know if I'm going to be bald. Crossbones Koopa says, Scott, do HR Giger as Skeletor. I have finally taken Castle Grayskull from the He-Man. I am going to take the cryogenic tubes. The sorceress will be my wife, my mother, and my grandmother, the one woman for me. And the xenomorph will now wield the power sword. And I will keep Beastman in a cage of onyx dinosaur bone. Anyway, that's I can't think of any. Fuck me, ow! I just put my finger in my wound. Sorry, I'm hopped up. I'm hopped up on codeine. I'm not thinking straight. I'll come up with something better later. Wolf1701 says, that's exactly what my ideas look like. Tef says, the no Goferacon. Belucia says, TraosFnrmees 5. Holson says, that's how the Swedish chef says Transformers. Belucia says, Bjork. Crossbones Koopa laughs at Belucius. Tefs, you know those stamps that has a Tony error on them? They're worth millions. Imagine how much TraosFnrmees must be worth. And then he cracks some stamps that has toy errors. Crossbones, question, do you think Playmates can do Power Rangers Zords? Look how good they made Voltron Legendary Defender. The figures are amazing. What do you guys think about that? Do you think the Playmates can do the Zords?
Yeah, I'm willing to give them a shot. I mean, the Zords nowadays are just anything you can think of.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're talking about the classic Zoo Ranger Zords, then yeah, those seem like they would work. If they're talking about a whole new interpretation, fucking sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm waiting for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to be crossed over with Power Rangers at any moment.
They did.
So apparently that weird, surreal-looking Sharkticon does transform. Look at this thing.
Oh, God. Let's see here.
Look at the expression on its face.
Martin Mr. Charles. Thank you, Holson.
It's just, I don't know. And the tail looks so slender and awkward.
Oh, hold on. I thought you sent it over on the chat. My apologies. Hold on. Let me get over to the window. Bear with me for a second. Group. Oh, my God. Do you think that's some sort of prototype from the 80s?
I don't know, but it's just so off-putting and weird looking.
It is.
Like, the expression on its face just feels wrong, and it's got this weirdly smooth tail.
Hey, wait, what's that down there? It's a drawing. It looks like character art.
It's like a tiny little Unicron.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe it is based off concept art.
Maybe.
It could be.
Maybe. Let's see here. Doot. Stop sharing the screen. Let's see here. Holson says, that Grimlock fan mode looks like Tony's first Iron Man suit. He transformed this in a cave with no lights or instructions. Dwayne Marsh says, yet another custom. Death's Head is a must. Belucia says, freelance peacekeeping agent. Yes. Gigatwin, I have the MMC Death's Head. Wolf1701, if Playmates does Dinozords, it'll be awesome. Holson says, lol. Gigatwin says, what? I always loved the Swedish chef. Belucia says, bishki burk. Wilford Brimley, do you have a looky what I found? Wilford?
Hello?
Do you have a looky what
Brimley?
I found? Oh, I love you. I don't want anything to happen to my buddy Wilford. You're such a good kitty cat. Oh, Wilford's love is a sharp love. If I keep petting him and giving him affection, he will bite the shit out of me.
Oh, I thought you meant sharp like cheese.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh my God. Moving on to reinforcements from Cybertron. Thomas, do you have any reinforcements?
I do. My brother found the Studio Series Ratchet and gave it to me. That's pretty nice.
Nice.
I haven't had a chance to unbox it because I don't have use of both of my hands. And I also found Windblade and Chase. So that wave has been ticked off. I found the animated Prime at GameStop. And I also picked up the War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Sideswipe. And I also got Legacy United Silverbolt.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Just recently, yeah. Yeah, I got him off of eBay. So, or not eBay, or Amazon. Because, Amazon Prime free shipping. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha ha!
Oh, bless you.
That's okay. Xavier Bite, did you get anything this week?
I got that really fucked up Sunstreaker, and I got Gamer Sideswipe,
Nice.
and I got Gamer Sideswipe, little streaky son of a bitch. And then what's that
Nice.
other one? Hold on, I got the bag right here. Oh, nah.
Hey, no. Sorry.
Oh, it's
Wilfred's really trying to just lay on my wound. He's, let me help you.
Such a good kitty.
You feel better now?
I do. Thank you.
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah, Holly was doing something like that with this cast.
Mm-hmm.
She realizes there's something going on with this wrist, and so she's like, I must stand on it.
Well, like Dewan said, if you're wounded, they'll sense it and try to keep it protected.
I love how dogs are the exact opposite. So just recently, I have a new dog, and my mom was taking care of the dog when I was away at work. This happened during the Super Bowl. My new dog laid on the floor. She's a big black lab. She blends like a ninja in the darkness. My mom tripped over the dog, fell, hurt herself, and my new dog just continued to look at her like, "What the fuck's your problem? You're not getting up. You're just laying on the floor for hours."
If you just walked on all fours, you wouldn't hurt yourself so bad. Not my problem.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently my dog will just run off with anybody who has an open car door because she loves to go for car rides.
Jesus Christ. Anybody want a free dog?
She'll gladly go with you.
Kyle, buddy, how about you? Any reinforcements this week?
I didn't buy any Transformers.
Oh, what did you buy?
I had that money. I bought 2 Crimson Guards and a Duke.
A Duke.
Oh, well, hold on, I have to bend down here to get this. I haven't had a chance to mess with this. I've had a busy couple of days getting my foot cut open by a professional. And, but I did...
Have to emphasize that point.
Absolutely. I did get this. Like I said, I haven't even taken it out of the plastic yet. JAXA Prime.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
I like that it has a plastic insert, like a normal figure.
Yeah. The box.
Yeah.
It's one of those boxes I may keep. Because, JAXA Prime, man. Right there.
Proper plastic insert.
That thing
it's not made of paper.
Yeah.
That thing is just so freaking weird to see, like, a white Optimus that's, like, also a moon shuttle.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it.
This weekend, I'm gonna dig into this and really enjoy this transformation. So look, it came in a box. It was like some fucking weird Russian nesting doll situation.
A lot of the Japanese stuff is coming like that. Like those Beast Wars Kingdom repaints that come in 2-packs. Like, they're really interesting. They come in an insert just like that that's black with white bold text on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you open and then you pull that out and it's got more of a Generation Selects box inside that's just brown. And when you pull that open, there's a sort of inside of that, there's another insert that is meant to look like the original Japanese Beast Wars boxes.
Hey, excuse me.
Inside of that. So there's like 3 different boxes. It's really strange.
Right on.
Yeah.
Going over to the chat. Let's see. Crossbones from someone that owns the 16-inch Voltron Legendary Defender from Playmates. I think they can do one hell of a Dinozords and Dino Megazord. Dwayne Marsh says, "Cat kills show. Stay tuned." Wolf1701 says, "Jeez." Crossbones, the black line was $30 and he has 50 electronic sounds, and have you unlock when forming Voltron from Playmates. Belushi says,
that thing.
Belushi says, "I often only had the use of one arm when I'm online." I'd say high five, buddy, but neither of us want to touch the other's hands. That would be gay. Crossbones says, Scott Thomas, I love to see your take on a 3D printed Voltron. Interesting you say that. I am working on a 3D printed version of the vehicle Voltron. What I think is normally called Die Rugger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Die Rugger. I have a Die Rugger that I'm in the middle of printing. I'm also printing... let's see here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm going to have to do some work on it because the ball joints, unfortunately, are a little loose. But there is the Optimus alligator tail from Metacreate. Yeah, it's going to be... I wanted that Super 7 alligator Optimus, but I couldn't see spending that type of money on it. And then out of nowhere, Metacreate, which I fund on Patreon, he ends up making one. And I mean, Metacreate, I'll tell you what, like everybody talks about Funby, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Funby does some amazing stuff. I also fund Funby on Patreon as well. And
that fucking word again, Scott. B. Fun.
Yeah.
B. Not a coincidence.
And Funby Studios is going to be up at TFCon Toronto, which was why I, like earlier in the week in the chat, I asked if anybody was going to TFCon Toronto, because I was hoping somebody might be able to score like an interview or something with Funby, but that's okay. None of us are, and I understand why. But man, the stuff that Metacreate's making, just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And yeah, really, really underrated creator. Wolf1701 says, in case war breaks out while it's in transit, so it's well protected from a nuclear holocaust, Belush just gives a little Wolf1701 says, I have both Legendary Defender and Classics 84 versions of the Playmate. And Crossbones Koopa says, oh man, can't wait, Scott. I've heard that before too. Gentlemen, do either of you, or any of you, meaning either of you, meaning only two of us are gentlemen, the other two are bastards. But I think we all know who it is.
Is it me?
I think you and me are fucked, dude, and Kyle and Thomas are the gentlemen. But does anybody have any big plans for this week?
I think I'm gonna try to do another line. Maybe the Turtles of Grayskull shit. I've been sitting on it for quite a while, but it looks like, I did remember I have been doing some on and off Turtle crossover stuff. Like I got the Power Ranger shtick when it happened a while ago. And I remember they did the wrestling stuff. And I was like, oh, that's right. They did like a whole line of like WWE wrestlers. And like, I think one of them was The Undertaker and shit like that. And I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was like Ray, Zor, Ramon.
I was thinking it's just like, you know what? Maybe I'll do this one too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been collecting some Motu stuff, but it's only the stuff that I find on clearance. Like I ain't paying more than $10 for something. But even at that, I found a Stridor, like that mechanical horse. I found that for I think like $8. I found a Roton for $4. I found like one of those Battle Armor He-Man and Battle Armor Skeletor that had like the rotating drum in their chest. I found those were like $4 or $5 a piece.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I found a one of those. I think it's like a wind cruiser or something like that. It's like some green ship with yellow wings. Found that for $10. So I mean, I'm not paying more than $10 for something. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely go over to Mr. Unique's. I'm gonna, as soon as the money situation is a little bit better, I'm gonna toss some money his way and get some of his Motu vehicles, just because his Motu stuff is just bloody fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It just looks great. So yeah, all in good time. All in good time. Well, Kyle, Thomas, either of you got any big plans for this week?
I'm just trying not to spend any more money. That's all.
Yeah. Spent a lot of money on like takeout last 2 days, just because. Yeah.
I gotta buy some new summer tires for my car soon, so I can't be spending too much.
Summer tires.
Yep.
It's different in Canada.
Yeah, you need to have 2 sets of tires for your car. You must have winter tires and summer tires.
Just do what I do, man. Go for the fucking all seasons.
And the all seasons don't cut it here. You will get into an accident. You will get into an accident if you don't have specially made winter tires.
It sounds like a Marvel villain. The all seasons is here.
The all seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I've had all seasons and they work to a point, but I mean, there are going to be times when it's cold enough and the road is in such a state that you brake, and depending on how fast you were going, you won't stop for, you won't stop.
You won't stop until something stops you.
Yep.
And even then, you're not stopping.
Newton's first law is a bitch. How about you, Kyle? Any big plans?
Not really.
I got to say thank you to somebody. I got to say thank you to somebody. And they're actually just in the other room. My wife has just been taking care of me so much. She's been... Oh, she's going, cut it, Scott. No, she has endured some weird guy hitting on her. She's like, no, cut it. I love her, and out of respect for her, I'm gonna cut it. So,
you know what?
What?
But ask her a question for me. This will want her to talk more.
Oh, hold on. Xavier has a question for you. She said yes.
Do you feel like it all balances when you cradle the balls and finger the asshole?
He wants to know if it all balances whenever you cradle the balls and finger the asshole. Of course.
Otherwise, why would I do it?
Yeah. She says, why would I do it?
All right, now you can talk more about her.
What's that, honey? Yeah, exactly. She wants me to be gay so bad.
I already told you it's already happened.
I don't know if that came through on the microphone, but she...
Loud and clear, buddy.
Yeah, she actually did this. She did the Italian thing. I already told you it's already happening.
She wants to turn you into He-Man.
Yeah.
That strap and all.
Yeah. Wear the leather, Scott.
And the furry thong.
That's why you asked. Maybe that's why you wanted extra mayo on your sandwich.
Oh.
Crave the cock.
That's why apparently I asked for extra mayo on my sandwich because I craved the cock. It was a BLT. The place where I order BLTs from, first off, they're fucking lazy because they won't put a BLT on bread. What they'll do is they'll take a pizza shell, cut it in half, and that's your sandwich. So, right? And it's just like, do you want mayo on your BLT? And secondly, they put cheese on it, which who the fuck puts cheese on a BLT? So I always take the cheese off. And then it's like, oh, you want some mayo? And just one drop. Blink. Just one drop. And it's done, right? So I put in extra mayo. And this sandwich is 99% mayonnaise. It was just every bite. It was like through my beard. It's all over my shirt. And Ariana's just watching me going like, you're so gay and it's hot.
Does Ariana order extra roast beef on her sandwiches then?
No. She never gets sandwiches. She gets chicken wings.
Does she order extra roast beef on her chicken wings?
If she thought she could, she probably would. She probably would. Let's see here. Going over to the chat, and we are wrapping it up here. Where the fuck? Let's see here. Crossbones Koopa says Vehicle Voltron is so underrated. He was awesome. And yeah, thanks Netflix for teasing Vehicle Voltron and never made a damn series. JSY Talks Football Fan Channel says subbed like hope everyone as well. What JSY Football Fan Channel? Thank you. Man, good to see you over here, man. Hope you please come back next week. I know you're just jumping in here at the end of the show. Come back next week. Every week, 7:45, give or take a few minutes Eastern Standard Time. We will be live here. And yeah, I'll take a look at your channel as well. Take a look at your channel as well.
Are you an NFC man? You an AFC man? What's your opinion on the draft? What division do you rep, boy?
Word. Do you ever play Mutant League football on Sega? That's the extent of my knowledge. That's all I know about football, baby.
Scott doesn't even know what a Steeler is.
What the fuck is that? All I know about the Steelers is they had the worst fucking mascot in history. Some lantern for the longest time. Like the Steelers didn't need a mascot. Yeah, but then they got this mascot, Steely McBeam, this lantern-jawed steel worker. And, hey everybody, it's Steely McBeam. Say it, don't spray it. Oh my god, I think Ariana's right. I think I'm going gay.
The other thing is too was when Ben Roethlisberger from the Steelers was voted the least attractive quarterback in all the NFL, and he's like, "I'll take it."
That stings. That fucking stings. I want to thank each and every one for being here. JSY Talks Football Fan Channel, Crossbones Koopa, Wolf 1701, Belucius, Tef, Dwayne Marsh, Giga Twin. Who else is in here? Technical Jim, Holson, Wolf 1701, Dewanis Perez. I'm missing somebody. Spirits of the Damned. I think I said Belucius already. There was somebody else in here that just popped in, said hi, and left. Man, and I'm missing them. And I feel horrible about it. But man, oh man. I want to thank each and every one of you. There it is, the Starfather. Thank you so much for joining us. And you know what? Check out our Facebook. If you want some more stuff, man, we do a pre-show on Patreon where it's just us talking friends, not really talking a lot about Transformers. Thank you for joining us in the chat tonight. Gentlemen, thank you for being here and making this show happen. Say good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Night.
It's 9:47. I should take my stitches out and make a little pocket to do magic tricks on my foot.
Oh shit! You'd be
maybe not.
Badass, but never. No. Hold on. Let him cook.
Let him cook. I got an idea.
Let him cook.
Yeah, let him make his problem way worse.
You don't
That's
know
what
that.
I do.
This kid pay for his problems.
Oh, I'll pay all right. I'll fucking pay. I will fucking pay. And